Welcome to the online lecture of Michael on pre-primary school. So in last lecture we have studied till the letter L. Okay. Now today we'll continue from the next letter, that is letter M. Okay. Okay. So the next letter which comes after L is M. Okay. So here you can see it is the capital M, and in the next to it is what? Small letter M. Okay. So you have to practice it. And then objects which comes from the letter M are shown here. So let us study one by one. Okay. M for monkey, M for mango, the next mushroom, the next object M for mask. Okay. Then M for mirror, mirror in which we can see our face, and the next M for man, the next object M for moon, then M for marbles, right? Moon we can see in the sky, and marbles are the marble balls with which we can play. Next, M for mouse, then next M for medal, M for mat, and the last thing is M for mug. Okay, so these all are the objects which starts with the sound of letter M. Okay, and you can see here how to write letter M in capital and in small. Okay, so next letter which comes after M is the letter N. Okay, so clearly you can see here you have to write the letter N in the capital form, after that small letter N. Okay, next, there are some objects which starts with the sound of N. So let us study one by one. N for nest. Okay, what is nest? In which the birds lay their egg and they reside inside the nest. Okay, next. N for net. You can see net. Okay, then next. N for nut. N for necklace, that is the jewelry, right? Then N for nurse, N for newspaper, right? In which we know the information about the our whole world. N for napkin, N for nose, it's the part of our face. Then N for needle, N for nib. Then last object which comes from N is what? Neck. N for neck. Okay. Now the next letter which comes after N is O. Okay. So how you write the capital O? You have to make the big circle, and to write the small O you have to make the smaller circle. Okay. Now there are some objects which starts with the letter O. So let us see what are those objects. O for orange, O for onion, O for octopus, the next O for owl, O for ox, O for ostrich, O for organ, and then last O for oval. Okay, so these all are the objects which starts with the letter of O. Okay, now next letter which comes after O is what? That is P. Okay, so you can see here the capital P. One standing line is there and half circle is making the capital P, right? And the smaller P is written in the similar manner, just slightly you have to shift into the next line, right? Next, so there are some objects which starts with the sound of letter P. So let us see the objects one by one. P for peacock, P for parrot, P for pig, pillow. Then P for pineapple, pot, pencil, through which you can write, right? P for pen, P for parachute, P for piano, and last P for penguin. Okay, so these all are the objects which starts with the sound of P. Okay, then next letter which comes after P is Q. So there are some objects which start with the letter Q. Okay, now first of all, you see how to write the letter Q. You have to make a big circle and write this right, and just place a smaller cross line in the below right. Okay, and then what is the small letter Q? It is made up of standing line, half circle, and one small cross line. Okay, so in this way you have to write the small q and capital Q. Okay, so Q for queen, Q for quail, Q for question mark, Q for quarter. Quarter means 1/4 part of a particular object, right? Then Q for Q means a line, right? Then Q for quill, a feather. Then last Q for quilt. Okay, so these all are the objects which starts with the sound of Q. Okay, then next letter which comes after Q is R. Okay, oh, so the letter R is made up of one standing line, smaller circle, half circle, and one cross line. Okay, and similarly you can see there's a small letter R which is made up of one small standing line and tilted line. Okay, so this we have to write the letter R, capital R and small r. Okay, so there are some objects which starts with the letter R, so let us see one by one. R for rabbit, R for rainbow, R for ring, R for racket, R for raincoat, R for red, R for rope, R for ribbon, R for rose, R for racket, R for rocket also. Okay, here it is rocket. Then last R for reindeer. Okay, so these all are the objects which start with the sound of R. Okay,